It was a regular Saturday morning when everything went south in a neighborhood that prides itself on being quiet and peaceful. The sun was shining, kids were playing in the yard, and the sounds of birds chirping filled the air. But what was supposed to be just another calm day turned into a wild ride when a Karen in our community decided to make an issue out of something completely harmless. It all started when my wife, who's a law enforcement officer, stepped outside to grab some mail. She had her firearm holstered like she does every day when she's off duty and walked out in her casual clothes. She wasn't wearing any uniform, just a simple t-shirt and jeans, just like most people in the neighborhood. But to one nosy neighbor, who we'll call Karen, this was cause for alarm. The moment she saw my wife walking down the driveway, Karen's eyes widened in panic. She didn't even take a second to ask questions or make sure she was seeing things right. Instead, she immediately dialed 911, reporting that someone was openly carrying a weapon in public and that she was scared for the safety of the neighborhood. Not only was Karen wrong about the law, but she didn't even realize that my wife was an officer. While the cops were on their way, my wife, completely unaware of the drama unfolding, was just casually walking around, minding her business. When the police arrived, they quickly assessed the situation. My wife, standing confidently with her badge tucked under her shirt, was immediately recognized by the officers who pulled up. They asked for her identification. And as soon as she revealed her badge, the look on their faces changed from concern to respect. They quickly apologized to her, saluting her for her service. Within just 42 seconds of the cops arriving, they went from being called on her to offering an official salute for her dedication to keeping the community safe. Karen, on the other hand, stood there looking stunned, realizing her mistake, and probably wishing she'd thought before acting. The situation ended with the cops laughing off the confusion and heading back to their patrols. My wife, though, didn't let it faze her. She simply walked back inside, chuckling about how things went from bad to hilarious in just under a minute. So here's the thing. Sometimes people jump to conclusions without knowing the full story. Karen's fear of something she didn't understand led to an unnecessary scene. But it also led to a moment of honor for my wife, who was treated with the respect she truly deserves. It just goes to show that not everything is what it seems, and sometimes a badge can make all the difference. This story is a reminder to think before you act and not to assume the worst in others. It also proves that some situations, while starting off tense, can quickly turn around when facts come into play.